Kratom has come up in Facebook forums a lot. It's come in several different conversations. A lot of line cooks use Kratom, so I wanted to talk about it today. And this is not necessarily going to be a for or against. It's not any different than anything else. If you take it in abusive doses and you abuse it, it will abuse you back eventually. I know for a fact that there's withdrawals, just like coffee or cigarettes or anything else out there. There's upsides and downsides to everything. On the upside, I will say that productivity goes way up. When I was catering chef, I could bust out a 15-hour shift like it was nothing, running basically off of Kratom and energy drinks. The downsides, if you are somebody with an addictive personality, it can fuck with you that way. It can be a really bad thing. I don't recommend it for people that have had past addiction problems with like either opioids or anything really, cigarettes, booze. It's something that needs to be a personal choice that is taken seriously, and I think all of the evidence should be looked at before ever pursuing anything like this. Like coffee is safe at about 4 cups a day. Some people abuse caffeine pills. People abuse weight loss pills, which are basically the same thing. Kratom's not very different as far as its potential for abuse. So I would say that there is a way to use Kratom responsibly. Now, there are people that, they don't. One of the things to keep in mind is to be weary of any Facebook groups that don't allow negative talk about Kratom. I think that we need to have an open and honest conversation about it and talk about the reality, because I think that is a better deterrent for abuse than just not saying anything and pretending like it doesn't have the potential for abuse. So I am not a doctor. I am not proposing that you use it. I am not saying go out and buy it and use it. I am saying that it personally helped me, but I'm also saying that there are many stories of people developing liver issues and kidney issues and having withdrawal symptoms when they stop. So that is just something to keep in mind. Do not get involved with anything, even alcohol, without understanding, even weed. Don't get involved with any of this stuff without understanding what it is you're actually putting in your body, what the risks are, not just the benefits or how it might make you feel or what it can do for your pain or its supplemental effects, any of that. You have to take the bad with the good, and you have to be realistic when it comes to this kind of stuff and accept that there are negatives that come with it. I see way too much on Kratom advocacy where they talk about how it's just being demonized, but the problem is it's being demonized on one side and it's being sugar-coated on the other. And what we really need, so as you guys, anybody that's been with me since the beginning knows that I'm a huge fan of Greg Doucette. He talks about steroids and SARMs and stuff in a very real way.
You feel like Superman. You're stronger than last time. Every time you go to the gym, you seem to lift more weight, and you're putting on muscle faster than you ever dreamed possible. But the problem with SARMs is there are negative consequences of taking them.
Can it give you benefits? A little bit, yeah. It's not a miracle, but it can give you some benefits. But are there downsides and side effects? Yes, again, there are downsides and side effects. It can be an awesome green supplement that you can take that can help reduce pain and help keep you focused and get you through the day pretty easily. But it has long-term consequences for people that want to abuse it, and it can cause problems with either works or relationships or stuff like that. So it has to be a personal decision. It also has to be a decision that's based on you and your doctor, especially if you're on any other medication, since it's available over the counter. I'm not going to advocate for it for anything else outside of that. If you are somebody that is struggling with some type of addiction, there is evidence to suggest that Kratom can help with the withdrawal symptoms on that. That is a personal choice that has to be taken very seriously with a lot of work done. I would recommend not coming up with a conclusion and then going and searching for answers in support of that conclusion. What I would recommend doing is keeping an open mind, treating the subject like it's neutral, and doing research. And when you see something negative, simply ask, based on what? It can make you see through walls. Well, based on what? Who's saying that? If you take one dose, it's going to cause kidney failure. Based on what? Who said that? Where did it come from? Do your research and be serious about that research, and then make an informed decision over whether or not that's something you want to do. I would say the same thing about coffee, cigarettes, beer, all of it, even weed. If you are a cook, or if not, if you're somebody that just stumbled upon this, I do run a cook channel, but this particular subject is kind of hopping out of that realm only because there's a lot of cooks that do use it and have brought it up in several groups and in several posts. I have a lot of experience with it, so I decided to do this short video to kind of just say my piece on it. If you want to continue the conversation, let me know down in the comments. If there's enough feedback, be it positive or negative or whatever, I might do another one. But like I said, talking about being a chef and the life of a line cook and stuff like that is more based off of what my channel is. So I don't want this to become the Kratom channel. Otherwise, you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.